From NIO stakes to NIO poker cards, yep, they made poker cards as well, to NIO bicycles, folding bicycle frames. They patented a folding bicycle frame patent. I'm not kidding you, here is the patent right there. It says to NIO. Yeah, to free battery swap. Whilst these might not inspire investor confidence, they are actually not the reason why NIO stock has crashed a lot. Well, we are delivering vehicles at all-time high monthly deliveries, so what is going wrong? Guys, I have been a NIO owner for almost 4 years, and in this video, absolutely no FUD, I'm going to explain what I've noticed that NIO has changed, has done differently, which has caused NIO to be in its current predicament. But first I gotta say, these cars are fantastic. I mean, no rusting, alright, 3.5 years, no rusting, no quality issues at all. It's just spanking good, man. It's just so damn good. The products are amazing. With that said, here are the few reasons why NIO is at where it is. So this was my NIO order, my NIO vehicle order. Notice something interesting. The place that I highlighted in yellow, plus 39,000 RMB. What the hell is that? That makes up almost 10%, well, more than 10% of the cost of purchasing this car. That is, of course, NIO Pilot. Now, all NT 1.0 NIO vehicles, first-gen NIO vehicles, had the capability, the hardware for autonomous driving, or I guess L2 autonomous driving, and you have to pay a one-time payment to unlock it. All right, the safety features come standard, but it's a one-time payment, and this is of course that one-time payment that I did. Okay, but for Gen 2 NIOs, not only have they upgraded the number of cameras, the sensors in the car, they also added a LiDAR on top. They also boosted up the processing power with 4 Orin-X chips, of course the best in the industry, the top-notch processing power, 1016 trillion operations per second, absolutely insane. However, they decided not to go with a one-time payment to unlock their L2 driving. Instead, they went for stupid $680 per month for NAD NIO autonomous driving, which I gotta admit we're still a bit a ways from, or 380 RMB per month for NOP Plus, which is basically like L2+++, almost L3. And with that, compared to what I paid for L2, 39,000 RMB, which is what I paid, all right, NIO would have to rake in about 100+ months of NOP Plus payments just to get the same amount of revenue as what I paid for my one-time unlock, or 50+ months of NAD Plus to just get the same amount of revenue, which is a whole lot of monthly payments. That is one huge reason why margins went from 20% down to less than 10%. And I asked around, and many NIO owners said they would be more happy paying a one-time payment than paying monthly payments. And to be completely honest with you, even with the latest software on NT 2.0 cars, 2.6.5, the software, it's just really not worth it in my opinion, all right? And like many others, they would just pay 1 month when they need it for going on vacation. But other than that, I mean, look at this, almost crashed. It just doesn't inspire a whole lot of confidence. Stopping in the road for no reason, and you're paying monthly for this, and there's way more hardware here now. So NIO's adding way more expensive hardware into the car for autonomous driving, but they're not getting that money, right? That one-time payment, and they're also giving away this NOP Plus for free for 1 year or 2 years as incentive. You can use it for free for that long. So they're not getting any money from this. where they used to be getting a hell of a lot of money. An extra 10-12% of the revenue of a car used to be from just that software unlock. So they're losing out on a whole lot of profit potential. The other big reason is also because of the fact that nobody is choosing the 100 kilowatt hour battery pack anymore. People are all choosing the 75 kilowatt hour battery pack simply because there's that ability to flexible upgrade, which is great. It saves customers a lot of money. All right, we don't have to buy the bigger battery pack up front, but this also means that NIO gets less revenue for every car. On NIO Day, NIO CEO showed this poster, and it was showing that back in 2021 and in December, around 50%, up until then, 50% of the customers chose standard range and 50% chose long range. Whereas now, in 2023, November, 95% choose the standard range 75 kilowatt hour battery pack. Only 5% choose the more expensive 100 kilowatt hour long range battery pack. That's a huge difference and a huge, massive potential revenue earnings that they are missing out on simply because of flexible battery upgrades, which I gotta say I really like. But at the end of the day, NIO still has to build these 100 kilowatt hour battery packs, put them in swap stations, and fulfill these flexible battery upgrades. So the cost for NIO is still going to be the same, but they're getting less money from selling the car. All this combined, all right, plus add on all those incentives and all that kind of juicy stuff that they're doing right now, means we are at where we are. Selling more cars does not necessarily mean that they're going to earn more money. All right. If they had that one-time NOP payment that I paid for, man, NIO would be raking in the money. They might even be profitable right now. Of course, mistakes happen, but what can we expect going into the future? Is all hope lost? Of course not. Onvo is a classic example of where things could turn around for NIO. The car has great margins according to NIO CEO and has all the features that a customer wants. All the product flaws, the so-called product flaws in a NIO, have been fixed in this car, so we can expect this car to sell well and really help with margins. And of course, there's also NT 3.0 cars, which will have more self-developed hardware. They don't have to pay NVIDIA 4 times for 4 Orin X chips for every car built, which is a very high expense that NIO CEO has admitted himself. So that's also going to really help boost margins as well. It's all about margins, guys. If your margins are low, selling more cars doesn't mean anything. All right, you might even lose more money by selling more cars. They really got to fix up the margins. And there's great hope with Onvo and NT 3.0 cars with great margins. All right, they've identified the problem and they're going to tackle it up front. So fingers crossed, hopefully things turn around. But as always, stay safe, stay healthy. Peace out.